公广集团、华视教育文化频道。
您现在收看的是华视教育文化频道。
接下来要播出的是《字汇与阅读一》。
各位同学，大家好，欢迎收看《字汇阅读》的节目。本周我们将继续了解《爱丽丝梦游仙境》。后来，爱丽丝又发现了什么样的事情呢？我们在上课之前呢，先欢迎我们的特别来宾 Jeff。Hello, Jeff. Welcome to our program.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here.
同学，我们先看一下这一课的影片部分。
A little pattering of feet in the distance, and she hastily dried her eyes to see what was coming. It was the White Rabbit returning, splendidly dressed, with a pair of white kid gloves in one hand and a large fan in the other. He came trotting along in a great hurry.
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess. Oh, won't she be savage if I've kept her waiting?
If you please, sir.
The rabbit stared violently, dropped the white kid gloves in the fan, and scurried away into the darkness as hard as he could go. Alice took the fan and gloves, and as the hall was very hot, she kept fanning herself all the time she went on talking.
Dear, dear, how queer everything is today. And yesterday things went on just the same as usual. I wonder if I've changed in the night. Let me see, was I the same when I got up this morning? I almost think I can remember feeling a little different, but if I'm not the same, then who in the world am I?
And she began thinking over all the children she knew that were of the same age as herself, to see if she could have changed for any of them.
I'm sure I'm not Ada, for her hair goes down in such long ringlets, and I'm sure I can't be Mabel, for I know all sorts of things, and she knows such very little. Besides, she's she, and I'm I, and dear, how puzzling it all is.
She got up and went to the table to measure herself by it, and found that, as nearly as she could guess, she was now about 2 feet high and was going on shrinking rapidly. She soon found out that the cause of this was the fan she was holding, and she dropped it hastily, just in time to avoid shrinking away altogether.
That was a narrow escape, and now for the garden.
And she ran with all speed back to the little door. But, alas, the little door was shut again, and the little golden key was lying on the table as before.
And things are worse than ever, for I was never this small before.
As she said these words, her foot slipped, and in another moment, splash! She was up to her chin in salt water. Her first idea was that she had somehow fallen into the sea. However, she soon made out that she was in the pool of tears which she had wept when she was 9 feet high.
I wish I hadn't cried so much. I shall be punished for it now, I suppose, by being drowned in my own tears. That will be a queer thing for sure. However, everything is queer today.
Just then, she heard something splashing about in the pool a little way off, and she swam near to make out what it was. At first, she thought it must be a walrus or a hippopotamus, but then she remembered how small she was now, and she soon made out there was only a mouse that had slipped in like herself.
Be of any use now to speak to this mouse? Everything is so out of the way down here. I should think very likely it can talk. At any rate, there's no harm in trying. Oh, Mouse, do you know the way out of this pool? I'm very tired swimming about here, Mouse.
The mouse looked at her rather inquisitively and seemed to her to wink with one of its little eyes, but it said nothing.
Perhaps it doesn't speak English. I dare say it's a French mouse. Une chat.
Which was the first sentence in her French lesson book. The mouse gave a sudden leap out of water and seemed to quiver all over with fright.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I quite forgot you didn't like cats.
Don't like cats. Would you like cats if you were me?
Well, perhaps not. Don't get angry about it. And yet I wish I could show you my cat, Dinah. I think you'd take a fancy to cats, if you could only see her. And she's such a capital one for catching mice. Oh, I beg your pardon. We won't talk about her if you'd rather not.
Indeed, as if it were such a subject to speak on. Our family's always hated cats. Nasty, low, vulgar things. Don't let me hear the name again.
I won't indeed. Are you fond of dogs? There's such a nice little dog near our house I should like to show you. He belongs to a farmer, you know, and he says it's so useful to worth £100. He says it kills all the rats and, oh dear, I think I've offended it again.
For the mouse was swimming away from her as hard as it could go, and making quite a commotion in the pool as it went.
Mouse dear, do come back again, and we won't talk about cats or dogs if you don't like them.
When the mouse heard this, it turned round and swam slowly back to her.
Let us get to shore, and I'll tell you my history, and you'll understand why it is I hate cats and dogs.
It was high time to go. Alice led the way, and they swam to the shore.
好，我们刚刚看完了影片，我们现在来了解一下课文的部分。我们先请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下课文。
After a time, she heard a little pattering of feet in the distance, and she hastily dried her eyes to see what was coming. It was the White Rabbit returning, splendidly dressed, with a pair of white kid gloves in one hand and a large fan in the other. He came trotting along in a great hurry, muttering to himself as he came, "Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! Oh, won't she be savage if I've kept her waiting?" Alice felt so desperate that she was ready to ask help of anyone. So, when the rabbit came near her, she began in a low, timid voice, "If you please, sir." The rabbit started violently, dropped the white kid gloves and the fan, and scurried away into the darkness as hard as he could go.
好，我们现在呢来看一下这一段的课文。但是在这个之前呢，我们先了解一下，在第17讲的时候呢，其实我们已经知道了爱丽丝呢，其实她当时是在哭，然后哭得很伤心。那我们接下来来看一下刚刚 Jeff 老师来念的这一段里面的大意是什么呢？我们看到这文字的地方呢，他说过了一会儿，他就听到远处的脚步声，然后他就赶快擦干了眼泪，看看谁来了。原来又是那只小白兔。这个时候他就打扮得漂漂亮亮的，然后呢还拿了就是一双的白手套，然后呢另外一只手呢还拿了一把扇子，他就急急忙忙地小跑步过来。这时候我们就会听到小白兔呢，他就一边走一边喃喃自语说 ：“Oh, Duchess, Duchess， 就是公爵夫人啊，公爵夫人啊！哎，我很害怕他等了很久了，就是他可别生气啊。”然后这个时候呢，爱丽丝就突然觉得有人可以帮忙，所以呢，她就小声地说 ：“If you please, sir。”这个时候呢，就把兔子吓了一大跳。然后呢，兔子就匆匆忙忙的就丢了手套还有扇子，就跑走了。好，接下来呢，我们来看一下下面一段。我们请 Jeff 老师来继续帮我们念一下课文的部分。
Alice took up the fan and gloves, and as the hall was very hot, she kept fanning herself all the time she went on talking. Dear, dear, how queer everything is today. And yesterday, things went on just as usual. I wonder if I've been changed in the night. Let me think. Was I the same when I got up this morning? I almost think I can remember feeling a little different. But if I'm not the same, the question is, who in the world am I? Ah, that's the great puzzle. and she began thinking over all the children she knew that were of the same age as herself, to see if she could have been changed for any of them.
好，我们刚刚听了 Jeff 老师念的这一段，我们来看一下课文的大意的部分。首先，我们先看到爱丽丝呢，她就拿起了扇子，还有手套。那因为屋子里面很热，她就一直扇着那个扇子，然后一边自言自语的说：“奇怪啊，这个今天所有发生的事情都是怪事啊！昨天这么正常，是不是都是在晚上发生的事情呢？”她说：“让我想想看，我早上起来的时候是不是还是我自己啊？”好，那我想起来了，可能早上起来的时候就有点不对劲了。那但是如果不是我自己的话，那我到底是谁呢？这是一个非常好的，就是一个谜啊，非常，他这边所用的字就是 great puzzle。好，然后他就一一的再回想一下，跟他年纪差不多的这些女孩子们里面，他有可能变成他们之中的哪一位呢？好。接下来呢，我们先请 Jeff 老师继续帮我们念一下下面的部分。
I'm sure I'm not Ada, she said, for her hair goes in such long ringlets, and mine doesn't go in ringlets at all. And I'm sure I can't be Mabel, for I know all sorts of things, and she knows such a very little. Besides, she's she, and I'm I, and oh dear, how puzzling it all is. I'll try if I know all the things I used to know. Let me see. 4 times 5 is 12, and 4 times 6 is 13, and 4 times 7 is, oh dear, I shall never get to 20 at that rate. However, the multiplication table doesn't signify. Let's try geography. London is the capital of Paris, and Paris is the capital of Rome, and Rome... No! That's all wrong. I'm certain I must have been changed for Mabel. I'll try and say, how doth the little... And she crossed her hands on her lap as if she were saying lessons and began to repeat it. But her voice sounded hoarse and strange, and the words did not come the same as they used to do. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spread his claws, and welcome little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. I'm sure those are not the right words, said poor Alice, and her eyes filled with tears again as she went on. I must be Mabel after all, and I shall have to go and live in that poky little house and have next to no toys to play with, and oh, ever so many lessons to learn. No, I've made up my mind about it. If I'm Mabel, I'll stay down here. It'll be no use their putting their heads down and saying, "Come up again, dear." I shall only look up and say, "Who am I then? Tell me that first, and then, if I like being that person, I'll come up. If not, I'll stay down here till I'm somebody else." But oh dear, cried Alice, with a sudden burst of tears, I do wish they would put their heads down. I am so very tired of being all alone here.
好，这一段的课文是非常的长。我们刚刚有提到了上一段呢，是爱丽丝呢，她在讲说她跟同年纪的女孩子之中哪一个最像呢？我们来看一下这一段里面她怎么说呢？首先呢，她说我一定不是 Ada。那这边的话，因为她说呢，她的外形呢是长长的卷发，那我根本不卷。然后呢，她说我也不是 Mabel， 因为呢我知道各式各样事情。然后呢，她什么也不知道。那还有呢，他是他，我是我，哎呀，这把我困住了。所以呢，他现在呢，下面的话就是在讲99乘法表，但是呢，他所讲的事情全部都错的。比方说呢，4乘5呢，他自己说是12，然后4乘6是13，这样子呢背下去也永远背不到20。那我们可以看到课文里面呢，这边有提到的，就是99乘法表的话，这边可以看到是 multiplication table。好，再来呢。下面呢，他又试了 geography， 就是地理的知识部分，但是呢，这边也是全部都是错的。就是他提到的是说，伦敦是巴黎的首都，这也是错的。还有呢，巴黎是罗马的首都，然后不，他说这全部都是错了。 然后他又继续在喃喃自语，他说呢，我一定已经变成了 Mabel， 他把它象征成 Mabel 是一个非常没有知识的一个小女孩。然后呢，再来我来试试看这个小鳄鱼的故事，然后他就继续背下去了，然后就一本正经的就是继续背，但是他又自己说了，我一定又背错了。然后爱丽丝呢一边说一边又哭了。她说：“我一定是成为 Mabel 了，我得困在这个破房子里面，什么玩具也没有，然后还要学这么多的功课。”她说：“不行，我拿定了主意，如果我是 Mabel 的话，我就一直待在这个里面。”然后呢，他们就会把头伸在井的上面，说：“上来吧，亲爱的，我只想往上问他们说，那你们得先告诉我，我到底是谁啊？”如果变成我喜欢的人的话，我就上去；那如果不是的话，我就一直待在这边，除非我又再变成一个什么样的人啊？可是，然后突然之间呢，爱丽丝又突然哭了起来。我真想让他们来叫我上去啊！我实在不愿意孤零零的待在这里。然后呢，爱丽丝就很可怜的，就是一直不断的，就是在喃喃自语。好。接下来呢，我们请 Jeff 老师继续帮我们念一下下面一段的课文的部分。
As she said this, she looked down at her hands and was surprised to see that she had put on one of the rabbit's little white kid gloves while she was talking. How can I have done that, she thought. I must be growing small again. She got up and went to the table to measure herself by it and found that, as nearly as she could guess, she was now about 2 feet high and was going on shrinking rapidly. She soon found out that the cause of this was the fan she was holding, and she dropped it hastily, just in time to avoid shrinking away altogether.
好，我们刚刚听完了这个课文的部分，我们接下来来看一下这一段的大意是什么呢？我们刚刚看到就是爱丽丝呢，她就是在扇扇子，然后呢，她突然之间发现了，哎，怎么搞的？我看我一定又变小了。然后呢，她就走到了桌子旁边，量了量自己，然后就像她所猜测的一样。它现在大约只有2英尺高了，而且还迅速地在缩小下去。这边的话，缩小是 shrink 这个字。他后来就发现是那只扇子的关系，所以他赶快丢掉扇子。他说总算是快啊，否则就缩的就见不到人了。好，那我们接下来来看一下下面一段的课文部分。
That was a narrow escape, said Alice, a good deal frightened at the sudden change, but very glad to find herself still in existence. And now for the garden. And she ran with all speed back to the little door. But alas, the little door was shut again, and the little golden key was lying on the glass table as before. And things are worse than ever, thought the poor child, for I never was so small as this before, never. And I declare it's too bad that it is.
好，我们来了解一下这一段的大意。我们看到这英文的部分呢，第一个部分就是 That was a narrow escape， 就是好险啊。好，那他真的是吓坏了，但是呢，他很高兴，他现在可以去花园了。他很快就走到这个小门那边，但是呢，小门又锁上了，所以呢，小金钥匙呢又跟以前一样还在桌面上。而且呢，他说呢，我从来没有这么小过，真的是太糟糕了。好，那我们接下来请 Jeff 老师继续帮我们念一下课文的部分。
As she said these words, her foot slipped, and in another moment, splash! She was up to her chin in salt water. Her first idea was that she had somehow fallen into the sea. And in that case, I can go back by railway, she said to herself. Alice had been to the seaside once in her life and had come to the general conclusion that wherever you go to on the English coast, you find a number of bathing machines in the sea, some children digging in the sand with wooden spades, then a row of lodging houses, and behind them, a railway station. However, she soon made out that she was in the pool of tears which she had wept when she was 9 feet high.
好，我们看一下这一段的课文的大意部分。我们首先看一下，在这边的话，他说话的时候呢，突然就滑倒了，然后呢，扑通一声 splash， 然后呢，他说他起来的时候，那个咸咸的水呢，已经到了他的下巴了。他第一个念头是他已经掉到海里面了。他还自己对自己说：“那么我可以坐火车回家了。”爱丽丝呢，她去过海边，然后呢，她看过海滨旁边呢有很多的更衣室，然后小孩子呢就是在沙滩上面可以玩，然后还有一排的出租的住房。那住房的后面呢就是火车站。然而呢，不久之后呢，他就明白了，原来他自己是在一个池塘里面。这个池塘呢，就是一堆的眼泪，就是当时他还是9英尺高的时候呢，所流出来的眼泪。好，我们接下来来看一下下面一段，请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下。
I wish I hadn't cried so much, said Alice as she swam about, trying to find her way out. I shall be punished for it now, I suppose, by being drowned in my own tears. That will be a queer thing, to be sure. However, everything is queer today.
好，我们来看一下这一段在说什么呢？我们看到在这边文字上面的话，他是说呢，但愿我没有哭得这么厉害啊。爱丽丝她说的时候呢，又来回的游泳，然后她想要找一条路游出去。那她现在说，我现在已经得到了处罚了。她说呢，我的眼泪呢，已经快要把自己淹没了。那这又是一件怪事啊！今天呢，都是一大堆的怪事。好，那我们看一下接下来呢，到底又发生了什么事情呢？我们请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下。
Just then she heard something splashing about in the pool a little way off, and she swam nearer to make out what it was. At first, she thought it must be a walrus or hippopotamus, but then she remembered how small she was now, and she soon made out that it was only a mouse that had slipped in like herself.
好，我们来看一下这一段大意的地方。我们看到在这边的话，他说呢，就在这个时候呢，他听到不远的地方有划水的声音，然后他就往前游去，想看看是什么东西。一开始的时候，他以为是海象或者是河马，然后他后来明白了，原来就是一只老鼠。然后呢，也是跟自己一样是滑进水里面来的。好，我们接下来请 Jeff 老师继续帮我们念一下课文的部分。
Would it be of any use now, thought Alice, to speak to this mouse? Everything is so out of the way down here that I should think very likely it can talk. At any rate, there's no harm in trying. So she began, "Oh, mouse, do you know the way out of this pool? I am very tired of swimming about here, oh, mouse." Alice thought this must be the right way of speaking to a mouse. She had never done such a thing before, but she remembered having seen in her brother's Latin grammar, a mouse, of a mouse, to a mouse, oh mouse. The mouse looked at her rather inquisitively and seemed to her to wink with one of its little eyes, but it said nothing.
好，我们来看一下这一段的大意的地方。我们了解到这一段里面呢，他是看到了这只老鼠，然后呢，他就自己在想说，那到底去跟一只老鼠说话呢，有没有意思啊？到底有什么用处啊？他说呢，在这个洞里面呢，所有事情都这么的奇怪，然后呢，而且呢，也许这只老鼠会说话，所以我就来试试看吧。所以呢，他就直接去跟老鼠说话，老鼠啊，你知道怎么样从这个池塘里面走出去吗？我已经游得好累了。然后呢，老鼠啊，爱丽丝认为这个是跟老鼠说话的方式，因为她以前也没这样做过。但是她记得她哥哥的拉丁文的语法里面呢，有一些变化的部分，然后都是跟老鼠有关的。所以呢，她说没想到，她就继续讲的时候，老鼠呢就看着她，对她来说好像是狐疑的看着她。而且呢，是对他眨眨眼，但是呢，也没说什么话。好，接下来我们再继续请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下下面一段的课文部分。
Perhaps it doesn't understand English, thought Alice. I dare say it's a French mouse come over with William the Conqueror. For, with all her knowledge of history, Alice had no very clear notion how long ago anything had happened. So she began again. Où est mon chat? Which was the first sentence in her French lesson book. The mouse gave a sudden leap out of the water and seemed to quiver all over with fright. "Oh, I beg your pardon," cried Alice hastily, afraid that she had hurt the poor animal's feelings. I quite forgot you didn't like cats.
好，我们来了解一下这一段的大意部分哦。我们看到在这边的话，他说呢，也许这只老鼠呢根本就是不懂得英文的，那他可能是跟威廉就是征服者一起来的，所以呢他还是有点历史的知识，但是呢他也不知道这是多久以前的事情。然后呢，他又开始用法文来问，他说呢，我的猫在哪里呀？这是他在法文课本里面学到的第一句话。但是呢，没想到老鼠呢马上就跳出了水面，然后呢一直不断的发抖，然后爱丽丝呢就急急忙忙说啊，对不起，对不起。然后呢，她说呢，请原谅我，我忘了你根本就不喜欢猫咪的。好，接下来我们看一下，那老鼠是怎么样回应呢？
Not like cats? Cried the mouse in a shrill, passionate voice. Would you like cats if you were me?
好，我们来看一下这一段的部分啊、他的意思是说，当然是不喜欢猫啦。如果说呢，你是我的话，你会喜欢猫咪吗？好，这边的话可以看到 ，if you were me， 就是说，如果你是我的话，我的话就是老鼠，那你会喜欢猫吗？好，我们接下来看一下下面一段，我们请 Jeff 老师继续帮我们念一下课文。
Well, perhaps not, said Alice in a soothing tone. Don't be angry about it. And yet I wish I could show you our cat Dinah. I think you'd take a fancy to cats if you could only see her. She is such a dear, quiet thing, Alice went on half to herself, as she swam lazily about in the pool. And she sits purring so nicely by the fire, licking her paws and washing her face. And she is such a nice, soft thing to nurse. And she's such a capital one for catching mice. Oh, I beg your pardon, cried Alice again, for this time the mouse was bristling all over, and she felt certain it must be really offended. We won't talk about her any more if you'd rather not.
好，我们来看一下这一段的大意的部分。我们看到呢，爱丽丝呢就是刚刚好像得罪了这只老鼠，然后呢，爱丽丝呢就安慰说啊，也许不，别生气了。她说，如果她是老鼠的话，应该她也不会喜欢猫咪了。但是爱丽丝呢继续的说，别生我的气了。但是呢，我还是很希望你能看到我的猫，我的猫叫做戴娜。如果你看到它的话呢，你就会非常喜欢猫的。然后他说它是一个非常可爱又安静的小东西啊。然后呢，爱丽丝又继续的游，又继续的自言自语。她说呢，她呢就是有的时候会舔舔她自己的爪子，然后洗洗脸，摸起来的时候非常的可爱。那还有呢，她抓起老鼠来的时候真是好样的。然后哦，对不起，原谅我。她说这次她真的是把老鼠气坏了。爱丽丝又喊道：“如果你不高兴的话，我们就不再说它了。”好，我们接下来看到最后一段的地方，我们请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下。
It was high time to go, for the pool was getting quite crowded with the birds and animals that had fallen into it. There were a duck and a dodo, a lory and an eaglet, and several other curious creatures. Alice led the way, and the whole party swam to the shore.
好，在这边呢，最后一段呢，意思就是在讲说我们该走了，然后呢，他就带领了这一群的动物，然后慢慢的就往岸边走去。好，这个是有关于第2章的结束的部分啊。那这个也是很经典的一个画面。那我们今天呢，课文就讲到这边为止，这也是这个学期的最后一次上课。那我们非常谢谢大家的收看，我们下学期见，拜拜。
对不起，我没说对不起。